BlackRock, CK is buying a lot of XRP Ripple coins. They are being brave while everyone else is freaking out. This is one of the best signs that prices will go up ever. Experts say the price of XRP could go through the roof and reach $4,300, 0 cents. That's pretty cool, right? Don't miss this chance. Let's do it one step at a time, Bene. Once again, the crypto world is going crazy, and this time everyone is looking at XRP. Again, all this fear in this downturn has been missed. But when an external thing takes place, it looks like the worst. There have been rumors for a few weeks that BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, might be working behind the scenes to get a piece of Ripple's XRP coin. Posts on X have made people think more about it. The X-Men tweeted that BlackRock is secretly buying Ripple. In a different tweet, Crypto Geek said that BlackRock has begun buying XRP worth $9 trillion, 0 cents, even though Stevie said it wasn't true. Even though none of these claims have been proven, BlackRock is now totally in on the game. The reports are getting a lot of attention from investors, and if they're even partly true, it could have a huge impact on XRP. But all the fuss is about is one big question: will there be an XRP ETF, and will BlackRock be the one to start it? Before you can understand why this is important, you need to know what an ETF is. An ETF, or exchange traded fund, is a regulated investment product that lets people put money into an object like a stock, commodity, or cryptocurrency. When someone invests in an XRP ETF, they don't buy XRP through a coin market. Instead, they buy shares in a fund that will hold their XRP. This is a lot safer and easier, especially for pros who don't want to deal with wallets and secret keys. BlackRock is a huge financial company that oversees more than $11 trillion, 0 cents in assets. When BlackRock put money into a Bitcoin ETF, investors from big companies that had been staying out of the market now had a safe way to get in. The price went through the roof. The same thing happened when BlackRock put money into Ethereum. The company is known for following the rules and planning for the long term, so what it does sends as of now, there has been no public filing with the SEC, press release, or other proof that BlackRock is working on an XRP ETF. However, the idea of an XRP ETF has given people who use XRP hope, and for good reason. The long court case between Ripple and the SEC is mostly over. When sold on public exchanges, judges have said that XRP is not a security. Institutional interest could come back after that decision, but there is still legal uncertainty. BlackRock is known for being careful and smart, so it's possible that they are waiting for the last bits of information to become clear before they make a move. No one has said for sure. Grayscale 21 shares, Franklin Templeton, and others have all filed for or made noises about wanting to start XRP ETFs. As expected, the SEC has been slow to react, putting off decisions and showing that it is still not ready to fully embrace XRP. More and more people are interested, and the pressure is building. If BlackRock joined the game, it might have a huge effect. Besides guesses, it's interesting to think about what would really happen if BlackRock did it first. First, regular buyers would be able to buy XRP through sites like Fidelity and Charles Schwab. They wouldn't have to touch a cryptocurrency exchange. Second, the rush of institutional money that usually happens when an ETF is released would already be happening. Third, it would give a lot more people faith in XRP's future. ETFs would also connect crypto to traditional banking. Many people don't want to deal with cold wallets, seed phrases, or figuring out how to use blockchain platforms. That's why an XRP ETF is such a great idea for buyers and people who want to use digital assets in the long term. Of course, experts already think that the price of XRP will go through a huge increase in the future. Trust me, what's next won't prepare you for what could be the most important change in XRP history if BlackRock comes in. The next thing that happens on Wall Street could blow your mind. Let me show you why XRP could be about to do something really big. All you have to do is look through X to find posts that sound more like predictions than posts. It was written by Stephanie. XRP is about to blow up. Someone else, Echo, was sure that XRP would turn Bitcoin on its head. Then there was MX, whose comment sent shockwaves around the world. 4,000 XRP is now a real possibility. At first glance, it looks like this is just more crypto hype. However, things are starting to feel like they might be different this time. And people in the XRP community are now paying attention to a conversation that took place between King Curran and Zen XRP. King Curran asks a brave question. Are you sure that XRP can reach $10,000 0 cents? Before you hear what they say, the question seems almost too silly to be true. When Zaina XRP said she trusted it because she had done it before, everyone laughed. She said that people laughed when it was said that Bitcoin would reach $1 million 0 cents. Those same people didn't think it would even reach $1,000 0 cents. But here we are. It wasn't over when Bitcoin hit 4 figures. The price of Ethereum has gone from $5 0 cents to hundreds of billions of dollars. These were also crazy predictions. At one point, she said she had bought Bitcoin for $200 0 cents and Ethereum for $5 0 cents. Many people spoke out against it at the time. There was always doubt. Now she sees the same thing happen again, but this time with XRP, and her view isn't just based on how she feels. Zena talked about Ripple's surroundings and hinted at something bigger and less clear. She used the name Bearable Guy 123, which is an anonymous person that many people think is connected to Ripple's leadership. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, and David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, have both followed him in the past. Bearable Guy 123 has been making the same point for years. Keep going. Another well-known number is 589. To people who don't know about it, it might seem like just another price goal that was too high and never came true. But to people who have held XRP for a long time, it's a sign. 589 isn't just a number, folks. It seems like people who work for Ripple know about and may even believe in a bigger puzzle. Zaina asks them why they keep talking about it. XRP's future could be much bigger than anyone thinks when you see the names of the companies involved. Ripple's new partnership with Wormhole is a big step toward making XRP a truly global digital asset that can be used anywhere. It does this by connecting the XRP ledger and Ripple's EVM-compatible sidechain to over 35 blockchains, including Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, and Polygon, which are all very large ones. In the past, walls kept different blockchain economies separate, but Ripple is tearing down those walls, which means that XRP is no longer, and instead of being stuck on its own network, it can move and join with a huge number of other platforms. This makes it much more useful and expands its reach. I can't stress enough how important interoperability is for widespread use. David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple and co-creator of the XRP system,